I've been going about this all wrong. For the past week or so, I've been trying to figure out the map for Norlyo, and I've been failing. I did get to a point that I kind of liked, but it's just not sitting well with me. Then I looked back at some of the sketches I've done when working on Denizens of Norlyo, my webcomic, and two things became clear. One, the landscape of Norlyo is much flatter than I've been making it out to be. There are, raised areas and taller foundations, but there are also canals running through the neighborhoods and fairly straight stretches of road and public spaces. Take 7th Street, for example. As messy as these sketches are, they do show that the streets are paved and where the changes in elevation occur. I'm not saying the city is completely flat, but it seems more like it's on a hill than a mountain. Less Positano and more San Francisco, I guess. Side note, while I was working on these sketches, I remembered that I actually already started creating a pidgin language for Norlyo, which is where Sabon and Chusei come from. What do they mean? No idea. Maybe I'll find some notes on it somewhere, but I'll get back to that at some point in the future. The second thing that became clear after looking at my sketches is that Norlyo is much more advanced than I'm making it out to be. I've been coming at this from a perspective of when the city was founded, but this is a city in our world, and a lot of the inhabitants are in constant contact with our world, even if the island itself is shielded. So they may not have cell service on the island, whether it's due to distance or the shielding cutting off signals to protect the island itself. But Norlyo itself would look almost like a normal modern city. But here's the thing. Norlyo may have the technology and knowledge to look like a normal real-world city, but does it have to? This is a city in the Caribbean, yes, but it's a city built by witches and mages and vampires and shapeshifters. If an Earth Witch is going to use her powers to erect a building, is she going to make it just a plain box? And if there are competing magic users designing and building across the city, are they going to make every building look the same? And with tourism being a major industry in the city, how are things going to be spruced up and maintained in order to dazzle the humans that come to visit? In other words, how is the city itself made to look magical? But on the other hand, Norlyo is also a bit of a slum. Sure, most of the inhabitants are fairly well off, but this is an island where nearly 2,500 supernatural beings live. It's a safe haven from the outside world, but at the same time, it's not a utopia. There's crime, politics, blood feuds, old grudges. There are whole families who are at war with each other. There have been mass murders and bombings in the city's past. And the hunters, the interspecies police force of the city, are almost always in danger. So that's where I am now, trying to figure out how to make Norlyo look like a place where magic and myth are real. But I want to strike a balance between the glittering wonderland that tourists see and the grimy labyrinth that their denizens live in, and tell the story of the city from both the outside and inside. Will I be able to pull it off? Well, you can come join me during my streams and find out, or you can subscribe to keep updated on my journey. Until next time.